Slow moving.
What?
Inattentive.
What?
Dull.
What?
Shows a lack of motivation.
What?
Constantly snacking.
It's funny because he's fat.
Bring out, get it!
Bumblebee and tuna. Bumblebee and tuna.
Hi there, nice to see you. Bumblebee tuna? Bumblebee tuna!
I would have come at you like a tornado made of arms and teeth and fingernails.
Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Yes, I do! Yes! 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 Yes!
Oh my god, I love Chipotle. Chipotle is my life.
Yeah, let's hit the bar, huh?
Oh! Get to the chopper!
Stop being a goofball. Hey, barkeep, whose leg do you have to hump to get a dry martini around here?
How do you like the ski now?
Here it is. The season's on the line. Two receivers left and right. McCown takes the snap. He steps up. He's all by himself. Fires into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! No! No! The Cardinals have knocked the Vikings out of the playoffs.
Oh, I'm so happy!
Alrighty then, folks. There it is, the intro. A well done job by Mr. Jeffrey. And
Thanks,
welcome to Beer Belly Sports, where we like to talk about beer, our bellies, and sports.
Let's turn down your mic just a titch.
Just a titch?
Just a
I like
titch.
titches.
Well, it could be worse.
Is that all right? Is this better?
Yeah, it's not super red now.
We're making her not super red. I'm not capping that hard, huh? It's a learning process, this whole podcast thing. And, what a weekend we had, though.
Oh, in a lot of different ways.
Man, oh, man.
Well, let's see. We can talk about that.
Let's just start with what last week, what we did with all the prop bets.
Oh, the prop bets?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, the first one was the winner of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yet the person has to owe that person beer.
Right. And I believe I paid up on that debt.
You did.
I bought,
it's to my right.
Yes, Busch Signature Copper Lager, which will be tonight's sponsor. And I'm sure that will, the more that I consume of your beer today, which I did buy a 12-pack because I wanted to drink some.
There's a reason why I did.
And honestly, because it was cheaper than any 6-pack that I could find at the liquor store.
We did say beer. We didn't say what kind.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of the theme of our show is just making do with what we can get. And
we both worked in media at one time. Well, you
yeah.
do, but I don't.
Man.
But still,
5.7%.
That's high rolling right there.
This is some baller stuff. Copper. Hear that's expensive these days.
I hear that. It could be like platinum, like some other beers that we're not going to name because
they don't sponsor.
Because somebody does work for one of the competitions, but different story for a different day.
So we're in a new location today.
Yeah,
and last week we were in studio at my place of business, and it turns out that you can't drink beer inside of that place of business.
I mean, you can, but it's frowned upon.
Yeah, they get really mad at you, and they bar you from coming back. So that's where we're at.
Well, I may not drinking alcohol at a business that is media related.
This is a confusing way to start. We're just, you know what? We're hanging out in my basement now, and it's isn't it cool? It's a man cave.
It is a big man cave in here.
We got the beer posters. We got Jeremy Fisher. Praise be unto him. We got sports jerseys, memorabilia. And we got some beer, and we're talking sports.
You got like one of the best jerseys of all time for my all-time favorite player, Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Signed, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
So if it happens to be stolen, I'm sorry.
Well, I think I'll know who took it. But you gave yourself away on that one,
idiot.
So the new location, I think, is working out all right. We both have recliners, which is nice.
Which is awesome. This, by the way, recliner reminds me of my old one when I lived in Madison, South Dakota, working at KJM. It was a junky recliner, but those are the best.
Like a junkie used it, or
junkie used recliner, and I love those type of recliners.
All right, yeah. So that's where we're at. We're chilling, and let's talk about last week. Last week, here we go. Now we're actually getting into the meat of this. We were talking about prop bets, and at my Super Bowl party, we actually printed out a whole sheet of prop bets.
Yo, you went that far?
Yeah, we did, because I didn't really have a dog in the race, and neither did any of the people at my house.
Yeah.
And so we figured we got to make it fun. And I remember last year we talked to, we did the same thing. And I remember the most exciting part of the Super Bowl was how long the national anthem was going to be. And it was over under 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Who sang it last year?
Man, I don't remember.
I was
I'll have to look that
intoxicated
up.
in too. I mean, I like a good time.
Well, obviously, don't we all?
Yeah, I seen you at good times. More or less.
So, like, that's just kind of our style. We look at sports through the eyes of beer goggles. So I'm going to look it up. Super Bowl.
I will rant about other things then if you.
Yeah, please do.
All right. Well, we are going to be. I'm trying to get this going. We're going to be live, Facebook living this as we podcast this for you lovely listeners.
Oh, for those of you who want to look at our faces.
I mean, well, I'm charming and good looking, but Steve, on the other hand, is a very, very tall 6'5", 7".
Yeah, I'm like 6'3".
6'3".
Just a giant, huge man of madness.
Because I'm 6'3".
Well, here's a whole list of them. People that sing. Let's go.
I should probably put the description on before I go live. No, I don't know. Whatever.
Here we go. All right. In 2016, it was Lady Gaga. No way. Oh yeah, I remember that. It was when I became a fan of Lady Gaga. Was when she sang last year's national anthem, and last year the over or under was like 2 minutes and 5 seconds for how long the national anthem was going to last. And I remember just freaking out. We were at the edge of our seats, and we were counting it down. We had the timer going, and this is for like $10.
Oh, high rollers here. High rollers, watch out.
I know, like exactly right. And so I remember we were timing it out. We're like, oh man, is she going to get it? It didn't look like she was going to come close.
Well,
and then
that
last note that she hit, she held that last note for like 35 seconds and went 1 second over the over. I picked the over. Life's too short to bet the under. A wise man once told me that through Twitter. Oh, there's
good
the first
push.
one, the first one of many.
I mean,
and I remember
successful.
that, and this year it was over 205 again, or 209 this year.
You all right over there?
Yeah, sorry, I just got choked up thinking about the national anthem.
That'll happen.
It's such a beautiful song. And so Luke Bryan, he was going, and he was cruising. He was cruising through that thing, and then again the last stanza, the last notes, and he held it for 0.4 seconds too short. He went under by 0.4 seconds.
What do you do in that situation?
You curse out Luke Bryan.
How dare you?
How dare he?
How dare you for cursing him out?
Well, hey, I can do that. I've talked to Luke Bryan.
Yeah, person. Okay. I found that video, by the way.
You did.
And I couldn't post. I couldn't share it onto our page.
Yeah, dude, I can't even share that photo video.
You should tell her to loosen up her security, and then
person I haven't talked to in 6 years. Why don't you loosen up your security so I can post random videos from you? Yeah, that would go over real well.
Well, when in Rome.
Do as the creeps do. So that was prop bet number one.
Okay.
Then it was like which coach is going to get named first.
Yeah, there was tons. There's
a ton
hundreds.
of them. How'd you end up with the Super Bowl? Did you do any prop bets? You were in Canada, weren't you?
No. The day before I was.
Okay.
I was in Baudette or Lake of the Woods, which is like a mile away
from Canada.
Which is basically Canada.
Anyone who's listening from Baudette, you're from Canada.
Yeah, you're from
Quit
Canada.
Lying to yourself.
Get out of here. So yeah, Aiden had a hockey thing up there, and normal. Can't wait for them to get older and then travel around more.
good.
Yeah, can't wait.
Kids sound fun.
Oh, don't. I mean, do at least one.
No.
Okay, good.
That just sounded weird, by the way, too. So let's just move on.
Anyways,
Super Bowl, good time, bad time.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
I started out at noon.
Okay.
With apple crown and cranberry. Not one, not
What?
two,
What?
not three,
What?
4,
Whoa.
and a couple hams.
What?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I had.
Okay.
I had tons of food. The girls made great food.
Oh, yeah?
We had
That's some good food, too.
We had a taco dip. We had chocolate covered strawberries, which I destroyed.
Yeah, I would eat every single one of those.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend, and you know what she doesn't like? Chocolate. I know. And so I'm like, all this stuff that, like, you get to buy your girlfriend candy, it's just me buying candy for myself.
Aw.
It's kind of depressing.
How's Valentine's Day going to go then?
I don't know.
Don't know yet?
Don't talk to her about it. I'm hoping that it flies under the radar.
Should I give her hints?
No.
We're supposed to go out Valentine's Day tomorrow.
What?
Because the kids are going to be gone with grandparents. So
Oh, I see.
we're going to be alone that night.
Oh. For those of you who aren't watching right now, Geoffrey just gave me the weirdest wink ever. He just winked
Very
his entire
seductive.
face. Can you not just close one eye, or did you have to like put your whole face into it?
I did feel like I was having a stroke.
I think. Do you smell toast?
My right arm is numb.
Do we need to put you on your side? What's going on here?
What's happening?
So, anyways, back to the Super Bowl. What
Okay.
we're supposed to be talking about here.
Man.
Prop bets were fun, but they kind of lack looser fun after the first quarter, I feel, because there really isn't anything that you're really going for.
That first quarter was a complete landslide.
Oh, my God.
First half.
The whole half. But as a firm hater of Tom Brady, I
hate to love him.
I just hate him.
Well, I don't blame you. This sounds like a lot of Wisconsin people, though.
Well, hey,
you
first
hate
off,
everybody that's not Green Bay.
well, that's not true. That's not true at all.
Or you hate everybody that's not Green Bay, Bucks, or Brewers.
Not true.
Okay, go on.
We don't hate everyone. We just hate most people. Because they just don't lack the competitive spirit to be able to compete in such a fantastic state as Wisconsin. And yet beer.
I'm not going to utter a response to this. Are you all right?
Yeah,
Dribbled.
I found a hole in my lip. I think I pierced it last night.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of backtracking.
Oh boy, we do that a lot.
We derail
We're
often.
we're a big 2 steps forward, 4 steps backwards type of podcast. What do you got for me?
You were out of town over the weekend, weren't you? You went to Grand Forks?
I went to Grand Forks on Saturday to go watch a WWE live event.
How awesome was it?
It was incredible. Me and my 2 other buddies were 6 rows back.
Nice.
And it was so much fun. At those live events, those guys are just way more loose and like having fun and stuff. And you can do more cheers, and the people will react more to them.
Ooh.
I just burped again. And it got stuck in my nose.
Those aren't fun.
So that's attractive. But it was just great because you get to see matches that you wouldn't see on TV.
Uh-huh.
And the guy who does the announcer who does like the following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and he gives you time to yell back 1 fall. It's just, and he like points at people, and that's.
I remember when that
fun.
started. That was a couple of years ago.
I think it's a British thing. Yeah,
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember when that started. That was hilarious. I'm like, these guys are weird.
Yeah, and that's what wrestling is. It's just weird, and it's just like going to a rock concert that you get to be a part of.
Hell's Bells, yeah.
Like, it's just so much fun, and man, some of those performers are just like either way huger than like what you see them on TV.
Oh, of course.
You're like, Baron Corbin's, yeah, sure, he's like 6'5", 6'6", or whatever, 275. He doesn't look like a big dude. And then you see him, and you're like, holy Toledo, man, that guy's friggin' huge.
Dude's huge.
Like he was a brick house. That guy was gigantic. And then you see people that you're like, I know this guy's small, but I don't understand how small. And you see Kalisto, who has to go on his tippy toes to look over the top rope. And that guy might be smaller than Alexa Bliss.
Well, if that happens, that happens. I mean,
and I got to boo James Ellsworth, which I've been waiting to do forever.
Did you like blow your load on it too? Oh my God, this is the best night ever.
It was close. It was like a
full mast.
Parental advisory.
I think people already know that.
Yeah, I hope so. But it was just great. You know, you get to chant. You get other fans. My buddy, here's a great story from Saturday. My buddy is a huge AJ Styles fan. Has been since TNA. And AJ Styles is a phenomenal one.
Oh, yeah.
And so my grown man of a friend decided to dress up like AJ Styles.
What?
He had a cutoff. Exactly. What? Sorry. I'm just choked up over the national anthem still. So this grown man, he's 28 years old, dresses up like AJ Styles. He's got the cutoff. He's got the championship belt.
Nice. I like this.
He's got the gloves, the P1 gloves. He's got those on. And he's just going around and, you know, giving out the too sweet Mihutski. And like, I'm not trying to talk down about this at all. I thought that was great. I wish I could do that. I would if I could dress up like any wrestler. The only one I'd look like is Kevin Owens, because both he and I are fat white guys that have patchy beards. And so he's dressed up like AJ Styles, hanging out, and he's talking to these guys. And all of a sudden, he gets punched in the ribs.
Ooh, that's a stinger.
Yeah, and he's like, what the hell? And he looks around, and there's this, like, 8-year-old kid who's dressed up like John Cena. He punched him in the ribs. The kid punches him in the ribs, and then steps back and does the threes like John Cena and goes, you can't see me, and then runs away.
That sounds like something my kid would have done.
And like, my buddy's like, I hate John Cena, but I have to respect that kid. Because he just punched a random stranger because he was wearing the bad guy's gear. So that was the funniest story of the day. There, it was a great show. It was longer than SmackDown is. Got to see Alexa Bliss.
Go on.
Yeah, that was nice. Naomi looks like she's got like a feather pillow in her ass. It's so huge. It was just a lot of cool stuff happened, and. Yeah, I would definitely 10 out of 10 recommend going to WWE live events.
I got my friends who went to Grand Forks and went to that event, and they loved it.
Yeah, dude, and it was in the Alaris Center.
Not very big.
No, but it felt like you're in a gigantic gymnasium.
Nice.
It was pretty cool.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, good.
So that was the fun on Saturday, and then the Super Bowl, and I just sat on my couch and drank copious amounts of beer.
Me too.
And watched the game, and you know. I thought it was a good game. I didn't think we'd see quite the comeback that we did.
Oh, no. Hell no.
You got to give the Patriots props for that, though.
The Patriots did amazing job.
Amazing. 25 points down at the half, and then to come back and win like that. That was great. James White went to Wisconsin, scored the game-winning touchdown.
I don't know how come he was not the MVP.
I was surprised, too.
Because he should have been the MVP.
Definitely should have.
But a person that works at a radio station, not yours, but a different one.
Yeah.
He hit me up on Twitter saying, because I said my dad's a huge Patriots fan.
Sure.
And he's like, so just in the Geoffrey blood, it must be perfect to root for the rivals. Mm-hmm. I was thinking like, oh my God, me being a Cowboys fan, him being a Patriots fan, we are the evil empire.
You guys are. You really are.
I'm like, hell yeah. Well, I'll do that. Anyways, Patriots, man, out from behind, amazing job. I think they were. I even picked them to win.
You did. That's why we have beer today.
That's why we do have beer. I don't remember the score. I posted on our Facebook page, but
it was 34-31. It was close to what we had predicted. I just realized that you texted me at 8, and then I texted you back, but never hit send. So I'd like to apologize for that, leaving you on the cliffhanger there. But just meet at my place and we'll start the podcast whenever.
All right. Well, I generally have nothing to do.
So the Patriots game or the Super Bowl game, good game. It was fun to see Roger Goodell have to hand the trophy to Tom Brady and Bill and Robert Kraft, and that was just great. Their Super Bowl parade.
Even better.
Gronk is
probably the coolest dude ever.
That guy is just inhuman.
Yeah. That dude can do no wrong.
Just crushes beers and has good time all the time.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Patriots' 5th ring, or Tom's 5th ring. Yeah. To me, he's the best quarterback ever.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I have to say he's the best quarterback ever. And a lot of people were agreeing with me.
I just can't agree with
That's
you.
why he didn't say anything. That's why he didn't say Brett Favre's the best player ever.
Well, I'm not going to say that. He has most interceptions of all time.
Well, that's true too.
But to say Tom Brady's the best quarterback of all time, I don't know, man. That guy's been a beneficiary of an amazing defense
and a really good kicker.
Yeah, for nearly all of his career.
I think Adam and Terry got him 2 rings.
Yeah.
SDSU's on South Dakota State.
There you go. Go Jackrabbits.
Yeah, I know you love that.
Well, I went to Hobo Days once.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, from what I remember, it was very, very fun.
Did you see Touchdown Jesus? It's where the Jesus is like literally has hands up like this.
Oh yeah, I did.
They call it Touchdown Jesus.
Yeah, we were walking around and we saw Touchdown Jesus. And we
time.
saw some. Yeah, it was just weird.
If you ever get a chance to go to Brookings, South Dakota, that's the place to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, but just see, Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time. I can't go on that. Why? Because he won 5 rings.
Hold up, let me find it. I can't use my phone because my phone is being used for other things.
Because he threw the most touchdowns in a season.
Well, that. I gotta find it.
Because he
the coolest guy ever.
I don't know if he seems with a shirt on, man.
I don't even do that.
What a weirdo.
I sleep with maybe anything on.
Didn't we talk about this last week? I don't think we need to talk about what we sleep in anymore.
True. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. I got to scroll way down like last week worth. And it's going to be a little bit. Oh, here we go. Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time. Going through Facebook comments. I got to find a thing where I posted to my friend.
So are you just citing yourself as a source? Because you know you can't do that, right?
No, I'm trying to find the thing that I found.
Oh, I got you.
The best dynasty ever. This is from Fox Sports. 2001 to 2016 Patriots versus the 1981 through 94 49ers with Joe Montana, whatever you want to call it.
Joe Montana is a famous actor. He's in NCIS or something like that.
Okay.
Criminal Minds, I think he's in now.
Okay.
Keep up on your actors. I watch a lot of TV.
Weirdo. Do you do a lot of Netflix and chill?
Yeah, with myself.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, most people don't stay awake to watch 18 episodes in a row.
I haven't watched. Okay, never mind. I'll tell you the story. I took it down with this one, so our fans don't get like, "What the hell are you guys talking about? You guys derail so much."
Our fans. That's what they're.
We need millions.
Millions. We need to come up with a name for our listeners. Fans seems a little pandering.
Pete's Row was good from Christian.
What?
Pete's Row was good from Christian. Or Peeps.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Or anyways, okay, let's do this. Let's get back to what we should be talking about.
Yeah.
Good push.
Are you?
Anyways, Tom Brady's 16th season, Joe Montana's 14th season. Tom's 7 Super Bowl appearances. He has 7. Joe has 5. They each have 5 Super Bowl wins. Playoff wins, Tom has 25. Joe has 19. Division titles, Tom has 14. Joe Montana has 11. Regular season winning percentage, you have Tom with .766 and Joe with .738. So, I think the Patriots win this one.
I don't know. You know what's crazy is I'm watching our live video right now.
Is it crazy?
And yeah, just watch me stretch. I'm totally in frame. By the way, I should try to scoot
Yeah,
over.
see, you're like perfectly in frame. I'm not.
Now I'm in frame.
Now I'm right here. No, I'm not. Now I'm here.
At least we got a good view of the hams. There I am.
Yeah.
Hey.
See, our sponsors.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks for being here. There
It's so cool.
Hey, yeah, this is fun. This is good stuff. If
Good,
you guys,
wholesome fun.
Obviously, the only way that you're really going to find Beer Belly Sports is going to be on Facebook. We're also on SoundCloud. That's where we're putting up our the audio of this. and you guys can look back on it, find sound bites, argue with us. We're cool with that.
Heck yeah.
I'm all about arguments, especially about sports. I'm usually pretty opinionated.
I get in trouble for arguing too much.
So, yeah. But okay, you're trying to tell me that the Patriots are the best dynasty.
Yes. Unfortunately. I can't say my Cowboys.
Are you just saying after the merger or before the merger too?
Okay,
then
you're
I can
not
really
going to
bury
count
you.
those stupid
5 NFL championships in a row. 5, including
Stop
the
it.
first. Oh my god!
You're not going to count the first 2
Why not?
because they weren't even merged yet.
I'm going to count the first 5.
The first Super Bowl was
That was
the
NFL versus AFL.
Yeah, you don't count that.
Oh, really? Because I'm pretty sure the record books do.
Okay. Screw the record.
Open a beer and talk to you at the same time, I would yell.
We really red mark on that nice little audio.
Good. Yeah, I'm just upset. I'm just upset that you think that the Patriots, the softest, they're in the AFC right now, the softest
pretty soft.
conference in football history.
North.
Any AFC team, there's name one other dominant AFC team in the last 10 years. You can't.
Steelers.
No.
Steelers.
They
yeah.
lost in the Super Bowl.
Well, they have a tendency to doing that. They have a tendency to be like Vikings. We start out really hot, not we.
So they're not dominant.
Okay.
Name another dominant AFC team. You can't. I'm waiting.
And you're going to keep waiting because I don't even know. Just like college.
I just got to get a beverage.
Is it
do you think it's funny that I'm drinking your beer after you won the bet?
I didn't even finish his hams.
By the way, it's actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm really debating about even drinking a Busch, even though it is a competitor. But no one that I know knows.
It was $9 for a 12-pack.
Don't worry, I will drink it.
Good, you better.
You're going to drink it regardless if I don't drink it.
That is true. That is very true.
Caught me.
You got me red-handed.
All right. Well, do you want to take a break?
Yeah, let's find a song to go into a break
We're
with.
only 30 minutes in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, we've been talking a lot. Yeah, let's just take a quick break. And thank you. Here we go. And this takes us into a quick break, and we'll be back with more Beer Belly Sports here on Beer Belly Sports Network.
Stand up so high, you need a strength most don't possess. Or has it ever come down to do or die? You got to rise above the rest. Never been tested. I'd like to think that if I was, I would pass. Look at the tested and prepare before the grace go on. Might be a coward, I'm afraid of what I might find out. Never had to knock on wood.
That was poor timing on my bad. Here we go. Welcome back to Beer Belly Sports. And what is going on? We're going to talk about baseball now because Spring training is right around the corner, man.
Baseball is probably one of my all-time favorite sports of all time. I mean, it's, I don't know, probably top 3.
I'm a big baseball fan as well, and which is tough being from Wisconsin because the only good baseball team we have doesn't exist. We're the only 4A minor league team that has a major league stadium.
Don't worry, Twins are like that too. So don't feel super
The
bad.
Twins were awful last year, and I felt bad for Minnesota fans because the Twins in the 90s and even like in 2000s for like freaking ever, they were awesome. How many North Division titles did they win?
Probably 5, 6.
Yeah, and they had like Gardy as their manager.
was
Joe
awesome.
Mauer could actually hit the ball. They had the fights with AJ Pierzynski.
Hated that dude with a great passion.
Man. And then he got signed by the Twins this year, didn't he?
No, he did. There was talk about
they were
him
going
coming.
to.
Well, let's talk about a lot of people coming, like Jose Bautista,
Really?
which would have been a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right, let me just say this: we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corner infielders, which is the first and third baseman.
Yeah.
You have Mauer, you have Sano, you have Vargas, you have Park, who just been cleared waiver, so now he's AAA. So you still have him, who just paid a shiz load of money just to talk to him, $22 million just to talk to him.
You had to pay $22 million
Something like that.
to talk to him.
Just talk to him from his.
Man, how do I get in that racket?
I don't know, but this is not the first time the Twins done. This is the second time this happened. So we lost. We just threw $40 million outdoor just to talk to Asian players who were supposedly amazing. So there's that. But anyways, let's talk about Sano. He had just got out of his sophomore season. I always believe that that the thing called sophomore jinx.
Okay.
And which I believe that Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott will have the sophomore slump.
Do you?
Yes, I do, unfortunately.
Wow.
So you hear it here.
You heard it here first. Beer Belly Sports making the hot take of the night.
I am. All right. Well, anyways, last year, a lot of people know if you are a quote-unquote Minnesota Twins fan, Sano played in left field last year. Right field last year, and he was garbage.
Yeah.
He had the most errors out of anybody in the league, and he was terrible. So they eventually moved him to third base, who is at the first year, he hit 43 home runs at his first 830 plate appearances with a slugging percentage of 48.9. So that's pretty good. But like I said, you have all these corner infielders.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with them? I've always said past couple years, or not past couple years, but past couple weeks, trade out Vargas, get something good for it, because we have no pitching. We have garbage
No pitching at all.
I mean, the Twins' way, well, beside the Twins' way of let's pull everything, because, you know, Twins are, one of my other friends would say, a terrible team in a terrible town with terrible fans in a beautiful stadium.
That's true. That stadium is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I pretty much get like, I'm rock steady when I go in there. Video's not up,
that is the second one of those jokes that we've had
Off-putting.
today.
Anyway, so that's my take on the Twins. We'll have more talk about it when that time eventually comes.
What do you think they're going to do with Dozier?
They're going to keep him.
Because I heard they were going to trade him to the Dodgers, and then they asked the Dodgers for, was it 4 of their 5 top prospects?
Something like that. Just really huge amount. And I understand the business side of it.
Yeah.
But the fans' morale would have fucking tanked.
Yeah, that's true. Dozier quietly hitting the most home runs in the league.
Well, he started out last year hitting like almost 200.
Yeah.
Almost 200. He almost got sent down.
Well, in his defense, every person on the Twins was hitting about 200.
Yeah, they're also really terrible too. So. But anyways, even Mauer is just horrible.
Overpaid.
I really want Twins to get rid of him. And at one time, we were trying to get Justin
I know a
Morneau.
team that could use him.
Yeah, Milwaukee would love
Milwaukee would love a first baseman.
Who? Who do you guys have?
No one. I don't know anyone anymore.
You have.
I don't even recognize the Brewers anymore. We have Craig Counsell as our freaking manager.
Who?
You don't know who Craig Counsell is?
Sounds
so
familiar.
Scored the game-winning run against the Yankees. Game 7 of the World Series, 2001. He was in the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Got
okay.
hit by Luis Gonzalez.
I remember now.
He had that weird batting
Is it
stance.
weird way up here?
Yeah, he was from Whitefish Bay, in right north of Milwaukee, and so he got picked up.
Oh, nice.
He's pretty good though, not bad.
I mean, his stance.
It's tough. It's tough in the Central because you got the Cardinals and the Cubs, and occasionally the Pirates like winning games. But the Reds are just awful.
Yeah, the Reds are never good. They're kind of like the what do you want to call it? I can't think of team. This is not working too well. Bit San Diego Padres. Just like that team.
Oh yeah,
terrible team.
We used to have Tony Gwynn Jr. back in the day.
I remember him.
Yeah,
legend.
Tony Gwynn was a legend. Tony Gwynn Jr. not so much.
Okay, never mind.
Tony Gwynn Jr. was super skinny, but he was fast.
Well,
whereas his dad was fat and fast.
Well, you can't have both ways.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, let's move on. We have plenty of music. Steve-O, what do we have? Is there anything new going on in the world?
Man, oh man, do I have anything new to talk about? Yes. I'm a heavy metal guy, so I'm going to go talk about heavy metal.
Go for it.
The band Suicide Silence has come out with 2 new music songs.
Okay.
Do we want to play one of them?
Yeah, if you want to do it, go for it.
Let me look it up real quick. But these guys, they used to be a very hardcore band. Deathcore, I believe, is the proper genre.
Oh.
And with their new lead singer, they decided to change it up a little bit.
Okay.
And so we can we'll listen to something. I got to let it play off volume.
Okay.
To start out with. But
you do what you got to do.
Let's.
I am gonna crack one of these beers though.
So they went with a weirder. They're going with clean vocals, which a lot of metal bands are doing right now. They're trying to go with clean vocals. They don't want to be pigeonholed as just a screamy band. You know, bands like Lamb of God have tried it. Bands like Gojira, which is a very popular French metal band, have been going at it, and I don't really understand the draw of doing that. But these guys are like, yeah, we're going to do clean vocals, and this is what they're thinking of that are clean vocals. So, as you can hear, not very clean, but a very new direction, more of a noise band type of thing, and I'm actually behind it. I think it's great. There's the clean vocals that they do. They sound kind of like a like a old school Deftones type of band,
okay.
Maybe a Norma Jean type of offshoot type of thing. So that's basically where music news is right now. We're getting more and more updates as to what the summer festivals are going to be like. Rock USA down in Oshkosh, Wisconsin is going to be freaking awesome. Ozzy's headlining it, and that's his first show post Black Sabbath retiring.
I heard about that.
They just played their last show last Saturday in Birmingham, England, which is where it all began.
Mm-hmm.
And they wrapped everything up with the song Paranoid, a one-song encore, and they said farewell, which is a load of BS because they're just saying goodbye to touring. Both Ozzy, Geezer, and Tony Iommi, so all 3 of the main guys.
Well, they're super old.
Right,
Hell.
but they've also talked about how they want to record another album.
Well, that's fine.
So that we're going to probably get another album from Black Sabbath. I can't imagine what that's going to be like. They'll have one-off shows at like Download Festival and things like that.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. And yeah, I want to go to European metal festivals. I think that would be a great way to spend a summer.
No, I think it'd be great. It sounds like a good time.
It'd be tight. So that's music news right now. I'll be more prepared for it next week.
Well, you know,
I wasn't really anticipating it. So, but yeah, check out the new Suicide Silence that's coming out February 24th.
Well, how about this? Let's do a little quick plug for you. Wednesdays, what do you do on the old
Wednesdays,
Snapchat?
you should check out my Snapchat. We'll post up the link for that on the Beer Belly Sports Facebook page. And you can add me, and I'll mostly add you back unless you're weird. But on Wednesday nights, I do this thing. It's called Watch Steve-O Eat Weird Food on a Wednesday. It's a long title for a thing that definitely doesn't follow that title at all. It's a Snapchat thing. It all started when I ate the Whopperito from Burger King.
I remember that was awesome.
And it was... I actually enjoyed the Whopperito. I thought it was good.
We should protest because everybody else is protesting. Let's protest. Let's bring it back.
We should.
Let's bring it back.
Protest BK till they bring back the Whopperito.
Which one you want to go to? The south one or the north one?
All of them.
Okay.
I did that, and I just, it kind of evolved into what kind of things I make in my kitchen because going out to eat got too expensive. So
I'll have it.
And I wanted to drink beer on a Wednesday, so it was kind of an excuse to show off my cooking skills as well as drink beer and be famous all at the same time. This past week, and these are all on my personal page, the Steve-O's Heavy 20 page. You can check these out. A bit of an abridged version of them. You can only post like 20 videos from Snapchat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Loser.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I meant Snapchat.
And so this past week, I did this one where I was still celebrating the Patriots' victory of the Super Bowl.
Classic.
But the twist on it was I thought that the Appleton East Patriots, which is my alma mater, my high school, was the team that won the Super Bowl. And when I found out it was the New England Patriots, I kind of shut down. So it sounds like this. That's the story, and it's just me yelling, listening to music, cooking food, and chugging beer.
I mean, he really chugs beer. I mean,
yeah, this is like it's not fake at all. Last night,
hardcore.
I had to sit in a dark room for a little while afterwards because
Did you pass out?
I chugged way too much champagne.
Champagne.
Nice. And there's one where I go on a diet, and so I chug Miller High Life Light.
Oh, that's right. The by the way, the whole Sam Adams Light that you put over it.
Yeah, the Post-it note.
Yeah, hilarious.
That was pretty good.
Slipped off on a few of them.
It did. The diet one, I actually mixed High Life with pre-workout to start it out with.
Oh, how'd that feel?
It was an old trick I learned one time in college, and I remembered why I never did it after that, and that was because it makes you so drunk and hyper. So I did 50 push-ups in a row, and I can't do 50 push-ups in a row.
You're not playing football anymore.
No, I'm a fat guy now. I'm just a big guy that used to be strong, and I just repped it out. And I was doing squats. I was just yelling, and I did 4 shotgun beers in a row.
Nice.
And then I ate a cold taco. And
that sounds like a really sad person.
Yeah, so then I microwaved the hot. So it's sad, it's funny, it's degenerate, it's just me basically. And there's one time I was a hillbilly. I ate steak out of the garbage.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
But yeah, if you add me on Snapchat, check it out on the old page, the Beer Belly Sports page. You'll be in on the fun.
Yeah.
Coming up in 2 weeks is my 25th one, so we're gonna do a little bit of a silver anniversary for it, and I'm not sure exactly what it's gonna do, but I think more champagne is going to be involved, and a couple more beer showers.
I will bring over other alcohol substance.
Well, I can't do that because then I won't be able to function for
but
the Snapchat. So it would be funny because I would just be sleeping.
I'll hold
the
the camera for you because I can see you be oops.
Yeah, and I've done that. I use an iPad for some of them, and the iPad is just about the right size for my hand, just a little big. So sometimes it falls out and it hits me in the forehead. I've had it just I've almost deep fried it one time.
Damn old lineman.
So yeah,
old linemen not supposed to have good hands.
Yeah, well, sorry, I'm retired, and it's just a good time, and you just eat weird food and chug beer and listen to metal and laugh at people that take life too serious.
Hell yeah! All right, let's take a small break so I can get the news of the weird. Up next, a new subject that we're going to get into.
Oh boy, what are we thinking for that?
We got 2 of them. One of them is hilarious. Another one is creepy.
All right.
So we'll talk about that soon.
Well, here we go.
Stop.
right, well, weird song leads us into the news of the weird. So, Mr. Jeffrey, if you would please, what do you got for us?
Here is our news of the weird. It's this one is called the lamest criminal defense ever. Substitute teacher Pete Garcia Hernandez, who's 49 years old, was arrested in Houston in January and charged with 3 counts of indecency with a child involving girls at a elementary school.
What did he do?
The girls had reported earlier that Hernandez had kissed them each on the mouth, but the police investigator quoted Hernandez as calling it an accident, that he was speaking close with them and his tongue accidentally went into their mouth.
How in the hell does that... Oh, dude, what's his name?
Pete Garcia Hernandez.
Pete Hernandez?
Yes.
Okay, Pete.
Hernandez.
You freaking weirdo. How close are you talking? I am almost eating this microphone right now, and I don't think my tongue could accidentally touch it while I'm talking to it.
No.
What is going on? Where is this? Texas? Of course it's in Texas.
Yeah, it's Houston.
Ugh. Weird things always happen in Houston.
That's true. Or Florida.
Florida, yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, what is that guy? What's his defense? He said it was an accident?
Yeah, it's an accident.
How do you bounce back from that? You're 49 and you just made out with fifth graders.
You're not in school anymore.
You're not doing anything anymore.
No, you were sitting in jail.
Gross. What's the next one?
Next one is, you remember the gorilla that died that got shot?
Harambe?
Harambe.
R.I.P. Harambe. He's a hero.
Well, there is a Cheeto that looks just like him.
I love Cheetos.
By the way, it's going at a very, very low price on eBay for $100,000.
A Cheeto?
Yes, you should come over and look at it.
I think I'm going to have to.
Because it is hilarious. And I'll post this photo later.
Okay.
Because look at that. Does it look just like him?
He does look exactly like him.
It's so weird.
That's sad.
$100,000.
It all started when they shot a gorilla. You ever see that when they turned 2016 into a horror movie?
No.
They shot a gorilla, man. Harambe!
Harambe! All right, that's it for News of the Weird. Let's go into what we learned.
What did we learn today? We learned today that...
You're going to learn today.
that I like Bush signature copper lager that they definitely probably aren't going to make anymore.
Probably not. I learned that Steve-O ate steak out of a garbage.
It wasn't like garbage steak.
Well,
it was like it came out of the... Okay.
So it's about the same, more or less.
We learned that I need to explain myself a little bit better.
Well, you probably should.
What else did we learn? We learned that you're wrong about Tom Brady being the greatest quarterback of all time.
That is your opinion.
It is my opinion.
Because we learned that Tom Brady is probably one of the best of all time, number 1 or number 2.
I don't know, man.
We can go tit for tat for that long.
We can. We learned that we're going to have to figure out how the settings on this here mixer should work because we're all over the place today.
We are a lot of red areas, which I have to fix later. But
we'll fix them.
Yeah, I'll fix them.
We learned that our Facebook page is alive and kicking.
Heck yeah, we're doing live streams too.
We're doing live streams, and we learned that Jack Hicks is.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, thanks for following, buddy.
And Justin Prince is one of them too.
Yeah, Justin Prince, who is going to be a recurring guest.
He better.
But I'm going to make sure that he is. Does he have to do like newscasts or something?
At 10. But no, okay. What he also does, he plays softball for me.
Yeah.
And
for you?
For me.
Justin Prince, great guy. He'll probably be a recurring guest in the podcast. Maybe we'll do it on the weekend. I don't know. But I do like Thursday because then we get to get you into the weekend. If we had any sports to preview for you, we'd learn that we'd be able to tell you about those.
But there's nothing really good going on. We don't really watch basketball.
The second lamest time in sports.
Hockey's okay. Even though we do live in the Great White North, we call Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't like hockey.
I'm all right with it. Okay. Anyways, that's it for today, for this week. We'll come back next week. Episode 2 in the books.
Mark it. Boom.
Boom. going in. All right, thanks for joining us here on the Beer Belly Sports Podcast.
I'm Steve-O.
We'll talk to you next week. Have a good one.